We have Chris Hardy here from the Albany Area Chamber of Commerce. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
What's going on at the Chamber these days?
Well, as usual, we recognized our Star Business of the Week yesterday. It's a company called Webco, which is an electrical engineering, construction, and design for residential and commercial. Again, as it tends to be, and we're glad that it's this way. Is a small business, and small businesses are the ones that really need our help the most right now. So we're proud to be able to provide that additional service to small businesses. We've got some new upcoming announcements that we'll talk about later on. But again, our Small Business of the Week is just one of those weekly programs that is consistent, but it's just another way that gives us an opportunity to recognize small businesses.
Okay, and so how did the annual meeting go this year?
Well, wow, the annual meeting was a huge success. It was actually, I've attended a lot of Chambers of Commerce annual meetings in my career, and this was the first time I've ever heard the keynote speaker get a standing ovation. Wow. And that was extremely impressive. His message was tailored exactly to one of our primary focal points this year, and our goals is going to be leadership development, which is something else we'll talk about in a little bit. But it was just it was one of those things talking about if you want the type of leadership you need, whether it's in your own organization or whether it's in your own community, you've got to have that leadership, but you have to accept it through change. And that was really his primary his talking points and his message, and I think it really came across to pretty much everyone in the audience by the show of a standing ovation.
All right, well, sounds like a good time to be at the Chamber, and of course we'll talk more about that, as you just mentioned. Got a few things to talk about. We'll showcase those coming up for you in just a little bit. Right now we're going to head to a break. More Good Day in your third hour next. Welcome back once again. We're talking with Chris Hardy from the Albany Area Chamber of Commerce, and you were mentioning small business, and of course that's a big focal point of the Chamber. Yeah. Elaborate a little bit more on that.
Well, it's a program that our Small Business Resource Committee has been working on for quite some time now, dating back all the way to early of 2013. It's something that we're taking our time on primarily because we want to make sure when we do launch the program, it's right and ready. We don't want to launch it too soon. It's going to be a shop local, buy local program, but it's not going to be in the sense of what a lot of people think, a seasonal type of program, focused on the holidays or anything like that. The primary point of this is going to be there's a large trend going now where people are doing a lot of online shopping. Right. There's a lot of small businesses that have a presence online. There's a lot that don't. So what we're going to do as part of this program is, one, we're going to be working with those small businesses that do not have an online presence and try to get them one in some way. We're going to be working on and launching a completely separate website from the Chamber specifically for this program. But the focus is going to be, one, shopping online, but it's also going to be creating that opportunity on a local level. Okay. There's a lot of opportunities where you can shop online with a local business and be able for us to be able to experience that economic impact for that small business. There's a lot of people that we know people are still going to travel to Atlanta and that type stuff for certain types of shopping. Right. We get that. But it's the online shopping that's really becoming a trend where a lot of money is being spent online for whatever reason. We want to try to capitalize that and give our small business an opportunity to capitalize on that, because if that's where it's going is digital shopping, right, then we need to put a focus on that.
Yeah, lots of folks on the move these days. There's a device in everybody's hands, so mobile or by iPad or whatever you call it, is very important for small business, absolutely, as well as many folks. Yep. Well, thanks a lot for coming in this morning, Chris.
Absolutely.